Good afternoon and welcome to Redcliffe on the land of the Ningi Ningi people. We're at KO Stadium. It is 29 degrees, 80% humidity. It is very, very hot for what promises to be a very important match of football when it all washes out at the end of this 2022-23 Isuzu UTE A-League season. Well, for Brisbane Roar and coach Nick Green, he's without Robbie Cruz, who underwent knee surgery this week, and Joseph Knowles, missing with a hamstring strain, as well as Scott Neville, who's suspended and replaced by Jordan Courtney Perkins, back from suspension himself. And that is the only change to the side that went down 2-1 to Melbourne City last weekend. Jay O'Shea continues in the number 10 role, and Jez Lofthouse makes it a fourth consecutive start on the left side of midfield. They're up against a Western United who have a short turnaround from Monday's victory over victory. And winning is a great cure for fatigue. Of course, John Aloisi's side have finally found their winning form, but they're forced into one change. Neil Kilkenny being rested after picking up a calf strain. Stephen Lustica comes in for his first start since November. Up front, the informed strike duo of last season's top scorer Alexander Prijovic and young gun Noah Botic, with 5 in his last 5. Are looking to continue that kind of form, and Connor Payne will be looking to deliver them the ammunition in this, his 100th A-League appearance for Western United. It's a last chance for Brisbane Roar, playing at home against an informed champions in Western United. When these two sides met Daniel McBreen for the first time this season on the 30th of December, Brisbane Roar were in the 6 and Western United were second from bottom. Victory for the visitors today, and John Aloisi's side will be provisionally into the 6, and it's Brisbane Roar who could be staring at the wooden spoon.
Well, it's been a topsy-turvy season, hasn't it, for all these clubs? The times that we've seen mini runs from a club and you think, well, they've finally hit their straps, and then all of a sudden the wheels fall off. Well, Western United, if you told me 3 weeks ago they could be in the 6, I probably would have laughed at them.
Here's Jay O'Shea, because it's Brisbane Roar onto the front foot early. Henry Hoare back towards O'Shea. Akbari, Afghan international, looking away to the right. Kai Trewin continuing at right back. Kai Trewin started the season in midfield. Scott Neville is missing as well, so there will be a reshuffle at the back. Courtney Perkins returning means Noah Smith has probably come into the centre of defence. Here's O'Shea, receiving from Taras Gumulka. Here's Tom Aldred, the Brisbane skipper. Long ball forward, looking for Henry Hoare. O'Shea takes over, but a little nudge in the back from Hoare. On Garuccio. Means free kick for Western United. "12 clean sheets last year for Jamie Young, just 3 this term. That's been another of the big problems for Western United, as Hoare finds Smith on that left-hand side, dinks it back in. They were queuing up in the middle. It was an important defensive header to get it away. Now O'Shea again. Hoare, his cross in. Oh, Lacroix's clearance is not the best. Akbari. Smith again, the cross, back post, header from Stjepovic. Still looking for his first Brisbane goal. And that search continues.
That was great pressure from Brisbane Roar. Across the clearance, from Leo Lacroix, straight back down the middle. Really should be clearing that towards the sideline, get it away from the goal. 2 or 3 good crosses.
goes Roar again.
Here's that movement. It's great movement from Shepovich off the back shoulder. He's probably in slightly offside. Let's see what he's trying to do. Guide that header into that far post area.
It's been a while since Brisbane have been back up in finals contention. This is Lofthouse. A little touch for O'Shea. Back to Lofthouse. Lovely football. Brilliant save. The follow-up. And Stefan Shepovich does not have his first goal for Brisbane Roar. The flag is up for offside. And it won't count. The Serbian. And that search continues.
It's close, isn't it, there? And as the ball falls down, Western United, they step up enough. I think he's just offside, isn't he?
Fantastic pass from Kai Truan for Shepovich. The flag has stayed down so long. The cutback, O'Shea hits it. Lacroix with the defensive header and corner for Brisbane Roar.
Well, good positive play again from Brisbane. Winning the ball back high up the pitch, and it's first time ball. It's fantastic. And then it's all about trying to pick the perfect pass. You see Jay O'Shea on the edge of the box. Jamie Young may have had it covered. He should have had it covered, but Lacroix to make an intervention.
Distributing play nicely from the middle of the park. O'Shea's ball in. Dangerous. Akbari. Aldred stayed forward. Akbari again. Appeals for a handball. Then Garuccio running from the scene. And all of Brisbane Roar players are now just saying, let's go VAR.
Here we are. Oh, that's definitely going to be a penalty, isn't it? He moves the arm towards the ball. No, does make himself bigger. He's trying to say that he didn't.
Play on.
What? Wow. Honestly.
Well, let's have a look there. There you see the movement, the arm away from the body, the silhouette large. Now you could argue, of course, that that's a natural position for your arm, but if you're the defender and that's heading into the back of the net,
you can't tell me he doesn't move even fractionally towards the ball. Watch there, look at that. That's clearly moving his body across and his arm.
Again it comes towards Prijovic, near post. Jordan Holmes has been unable to keep that in play. Corner for Western United. Their first of the match.
Jordan Holmes isn't happy. He thinks he got to this before it went out. I don't agree at all.
Well, there's no doubt that is going to be a big talking point as the defensive header from Akbari almost caught out his own keeper.
Well, that's a great save. Down to his left. Quick reactions there from Jordan Holmes.
Was it a defensive header by Akbari? It was. He knew nothing about it. Prijovic beaten in the air that time by Taras Gomulka. Now O'Shea. Looking right and left. Shepovich peeling off to the right to give him an option. The Serbian looks up to the edge of the area. Gomulka. He didn't really know what to do with it on the edge of the box. It's cleared long in the battle of two heavyweights in Aldred and Prijovic. And it's the Serbian who's got the better. And then Goes to ground too easily. Aldred managing to recover.
That was a big tussle, wasn't it? As you said, two big men not willing to give an inch. As the ball dropped there, it's a difficult one for Aldred as he's stretching. He does really well to get back up because Prijovic there looked like he might have been away. Just does enough.
You need a physics degree to understand the immovable forces that were at work there between those two big frames.
It's not very often you see Aldred bounce off someone and struggle to keep his feet.
Well, it's scoreless at the break, but there was plenty to talk about, most notably on the half hour. Stefan Šćepović thought he had his first goal for Brisbane Roar ruled out for a line ball offside call. And then VAR deciding no penalty against Ben Garuccio when he appeared to stop Ahmat Rakbari's effort with his arm. And so at half-time in Redcliffe, it's Brisbane Roar 0, Western United 0. Can Noah Botic and Alexander Prijovic continue their rich goal-scoring form? They have 5 apiece in the league. It is the visitors that get this second half underway. And if it is the visitors who are to take this one out, Daniel McBreen, they'll have to do something in this second half they didn't do in the first, which is take a shot.
Well, that would help, wouldn't it? I was just looking at some of the stats of the first half, and we talked about Prijovic and Botic not being involved much. Well, that's just his third touch in the opposition half right there. 45 minutes, 2 touches, and they were just over the halfway.
This is nicely done. Lustica off the back of Aldred. Botic was there. The follow-up, Connor Payne. And cleared by Gamulka. Headed back in for Prijovic. Dispossessed by Akbari. And already a heart-in-mouth moment for Roar at one end. Now Lofthouse takes over. He's got Šćepović in the middle. He finds him. Šćepović, the chance. Oh, what a save! Jamie Young with that extendable left arm out of nowhere, patting the ball away. All in a day's work.
Well, I was about to say what a start down one end, and all of a sudden, well, this is down the other end, and it looked like Western United were going to start the second half with a flurry. And then the ball ended up at the other end with Šćepović, and the go-go gadget arm went up. Jamie Young does Jamie Young things and pads it away, but Šćepović, he should be scoring there. Just like that little bit of quality final pass.
Here's Botic receiving from Prijovic. Can they create something here? The run from Connor Payne, creating the space for Garuccio. He looks up and crosses, back post. Prijovic is there. He was winding up the spectacular. Noah Smith denying him that opportunity.
It wasn't a bad ball into a bad area. Prijovic hoping that Smith was going to miss that. Really needed to attack it, use his size and get over the top of the defenders.
Oh, look. Well, I think Jez Lofthouse has read that situation perfectly.
Yeah, I think so as well. They tried to pull a Swifty, didn't they? And just
the old Brazil 1970 technique.
Exactly.
The referee coming to Western United's rescue there. And it will be Garuccio to take. Imai, oh, he just hesitated a moment and recovered just in time. Now Josh Risdon. Lustica. To Garuccio, the cross in. Just glancing. Now let's have another look at what happened in the corner. Did he do it on purpose?
I'm not sure if that's intentional or not. I think he just accidentally walked into it.
The referees could have said you've taken the corner, though. It was in the court. It was in the circle.
Well, it would have been a controversial moment if they scored from that corner.
O'Shea. We'll have a chat about that. Expected goals in a moment as Henry Hoare is the latest to try his luck from the edge of the area. The expected goals tally very much in Brisbane Roar's favour. And Stefan Šćepović with that great chance at the start of the second half. An expected goals of 0.59. Considering he didn't take an effort last week, is well worth it. As we see that effort from Henry Hoare on the Harvey Norman replay. And now, straight into the action. The cutback from Noah Smith down the left-hand side towards Lofthouse, cut out by Pasquale. And here's Bayou. Garuccio charging forward. Pasquale for Bayou again, the two substitutes with Garuccio. The cross in. Trijevic appealing for a hopeful handball.
Well, they've given away a corner when they didn't really need to. Again, it's communication.
Not a happy 100th for Connor Payne then. Who's replaced by Adissou Bayou. Unable to provide the ammunition for the front two, and perhaps Bayou can do that now. Sudanese-born Australia under-23 international who has 2 A-League goals to his name. Garuccio delivers the header at the near post. Yeah, the initial header was Leo Lacroix, but I'm not sure it was the final touch. O'Shea.
Casual as you like. Just doing my job, guys.
Well, he must have observed a very sober St Patrick's Day yesterday.
Again, it's Akbari with the final touch going towards goal.
Away past Garuccio. Jamie Young, who's produced his obligatory wonder save. Akbari trying to thread it through to Lofthouse. He gets it at the second attempt. Lofthouse still! He looks to the referee, who looks to the linesman, and the goal stands. Brisbane Roar, who you'd have to say on the balance of play, it's the least they deserve. And Jez Lofthouse, with his second goal in 3 weeks. And what a precious goal that could prove to be for Brisbane Roar.
That is tight. Now, they'll have to rule which play did that come off first, and then he's in onside position. It's a wonderful finish from the young man. Great feet to bring it inside and tuck it away. I thought Akbari picked the wrong pass there. Now, we need to work out, firstly, who did that ball come off? And then, secondly, was he in an onside position? And this is going to be some... Akbari was in a great position, and, yep, we're going to see offside.
So, apparently, the VAR we just heard were checking who kicked the ball last. So, Lofthouse was in an offside position. If it had been a back pass, the goal would have stood.
I love the drama, and my first thought was it came off the Western United player, but I haven't seen the clear replays. We're going to see a booking.
And now who's this going to be for? Is it
Diamanti?
Alessandro Diamanti, before he even got on the field of play. Brisbane Roar's season and final hopes are hanging in the balance today. Armiento on that left foot. And immediately into the action.
Well, he loves to get that ball into that wand of a left that he's got. We've seen him strike from the edge of the box earlier in the season. And his first involvement there, he's creating space. Quick turn. Good ball in from Akbari, apologies. defensive display. Rolled him towards the sideline and then won it.
And O'Shea sends it straight back out so he can do some more work against Hoare. Henry Hoare for O'Shea. He's got it! Jay O'Shea. Brilliant finish from the Irishman. His 6th of the season. We've been singing his praises all day, and well we might. It's a wonderful finish, first time from the edge of the box.
Well, Harvey Norman replay shows he started that move, he switches to play out, and you just see him drift to the edge of the box here. And it's a first-time finish, world class in its application. And if he's penciled his name in for man of the match before, he has now put it in ink. What a finish. Jay O'Shea, the club's leading goal scorer this year. Wonderful finish.
Brisbane, who have struggled to score goals, have now scored in 8 in a row in the league. They're 6th in 4 matches under new coach Nick Green. But most importantly, this could yet be a first clean sheet since Melbourne City were held scoreless here back in January. Ile Uznic, referee's assistant, with the flag up. And now it's now or never for Western United. Referee looks at the watch and blows for full time. A second win out of 2 home matches for Nick Green. And Brisbane Roar's hopes of yet playing finals football are still alive, thanks to a moment of magic from Jay O'Shea. Their Irish metronome in the middle of the park. Massive disappointment for John Aloisi's Western United, who failed to make it 4 wins on the trot, who miss out on the chance of climbing into the top 6. But they deserve little more on the balance of play today. Brisbane Roar back in the winner's circle, courtesy of Jay O'Shea. It's finished here in Redcliffe. The Roar 1, Western United 0.